Hello and welcome to another episode of TUPCast, the Untitled Podcasters podcast, where we talk about films and get heavily off topic while doing so. My name is Andrew. I am one of your hosts. Alongside me, my other hosts, Colby
What's up, everybody?
and Steve.
Yo, yo, yo!
Wanted to mix that up so there's no defined order to our introduction here.
I almost talked when you said Colby.
I was hoping
I almost
I'd get
didn't talk.
For this episode this week, we're going to be making predictions about films that are coming out in 2024, what we think is going to do good. Check out our previous episode where we did this for films that came out in 2023. We each picked 6 films. Rules are, once you pick a film, it cannot be claimed by anyone else, and we judged based off of IMDb scores and Rotten Tomatoes audience scores. So we're going to do that again for this week. Now, I don't think any of us have seen any of the movies on any of our lists, so it's going to be a bit more interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the stuff that I've written down.
I saw one of them last night, so it won't be on my list because it wasn't very good.
Okay.
Can I take a guess at what it was?
Go for it.
Was it Argyle?
It was Argyle.
Because you know what I saw last night? Argyle.
Argyle?
I sure did.
You know, I wanted to see that, and I wanted to like it.
Did you see it yet?
No?
It's not the worst, but it's not the best, and it's one of those, like, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, you can stop doing that. It's not cool anymore. Like let's just wrap this up.
And you know what? I enjoyed it for what it was. I didn't really know exactly what it was going into it. Yeah. I never watched any trailers, or not that I could remember. I knew it was some type of spy movie, and
exactly. That's all I knew.
Yeah, all I know is that it's a spy movie with John Cena.
Okay,
but
well,
he's like barely in it.
Yeah, let me burst your bubble right now. He's in it for literally 3 minutes.
Yeah, sorry.
Now I don't want to see it.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil the actual movie for you, but I'm going to let you down with that one real quick.
No, I'm happy I know that now.
Yeah, him and Henry Cavill are literally barely in the movie, but they're all over the market.
Yep.
Which is weird because, like, Sam Rockwell is a really good, well-known actor all in his own right. And Bryce Dallas Howard, like, she was Jurassic World, and she directs, and her dad's Ron Howard. Like it's weird. They definitely marketed it super strangely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, if you watch it, you'll enjoy it for what it is. It's a fun action spy movie, but it's not the most in-depth thing on the planet.
Yeah. Like I said to Kate afterwards, like, I was glad I saw it. It was fun while it was a fun ride, but I'll never watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no
I don't
need.
know if you felt the same way, Steve, but like that movie just kept going.
Yeah, it felt long.
There was so many parts of that movie where it could have ended, and I was like, oh, they must be wrapping it up. And then nope, it would just keep going. But it went on for like an extra hour and a half from where I thought it was gonna end.
Yeah, it was like
Bad Steve.
It was like instead of it being this is the ending, it was like, oh, and there's another twist, and here's another subplot that we don't really care about. Cool. Oh yeah, it was just strange going.
Every single spy trope that you could ever think of in that one movie.
Oh yeah.
Was
every single
Everything Everywhere All at Once that we saw, and we were just like, could have ended so many times.
Because it was in the acts. It was like Act 1, Act 2, Act 2, Act 3.
And like Act 3 started.
We didn't realize that, but it says at the beginning it was Act 1, and we watched or whatever, and it went for like an hour before Act 2 popped up. And then another hour went by before Act 3 popped up. Me and Andrew were like, this movie's never going to end.
In defense of that movie, because it is like highly regarded as a great movie, the theater was like 95 degrees. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
The theater was so hot, and that like ruins the whole experience.
Yeah, because I just wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think I had to teach the next day.
So you'll have to watch it again, like in a comfy setting, knowing what you're getting yourself into, because it is a crazy movie.
Crazy long.
Crazy
I do
long.
remember like I like the whole multiverse kind of thing, like the idea, but it just like there was just so much happening. I mean,
It was also
granted,
late
I
at
guess
night because it was like a clock movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was
the
a late movie.
title also suggests that there's going to be a lot, I suppose. But
yeah, everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah. Right. So we can get into this now. So, the order that we're going to be doing this, I will be going first, Steve will be going second, and Colby will be going third for the first round. That's based off of how we scored from our 2023 predictions. And we'll rotate through a cycle there. We have 6 rounds, and we'll just name off the movies. I can pull up film descriptions for them too if we want to do that as well. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I think a couple of them will be like pretty big that we don't necessarily need to, but I definitely have some obscure picks that might be what the hell is that movie?
I think most of mine are pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I think mine are too, but we'll see. All right, anything else before we start?
I think we're good to go.
Good to go.
All right.
You're up first overall pick.
That's right. So, there were 2 that I was going between for my first pick. And I think I'm going to play what I'm more excited for. So the first film that I'm going with is Deadpool 3.
I knew it.
That made sense.
I don't know if there's an appropriate description because that sounds like that film is going to be like everything, everywhere
all at once.
all at once.
Let's see what you did.
Plus it's Deadpool. Like, it has to be good.
When is it July or August or is it earlier?
That is
July
26th. July 26th. The description on IMDb for that one is the irresponsible hero Deadpool will change the history of the MCU with Wolverine? ?
Nice.
So that's pretty cool there.
Yeah, I haven't even heard, like, is there a villain? Like, who are they up against? Or are they...
My understanding is that there's a comic run, Deadpool kills the entire Marvel Universe.
Okay.
And I think that this movie is supposed to be like Deadpool kills the entire Fox universe.
Oh, and then he like the X-Men
to bring it into the MCU or something. I think that's the premise they're going for.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah. And we're supposed to be getting our first trailer at the Super Bowl, which is next week.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
that makes
that's
sense.
why I'll be watching the Super Bowl. Aside the fact that I probably will just be socializing.
Yeah, I got money in different squares and stuff, so I'll watch it for that.
Yeah, as do I.
I got a mortgage riding on this thing.
No, I got I think $40 in total, like 3 different squares or whatever. So
those like fundraisers or for fun?
One of them's for what is my aunt organized it. I don't actually remember what hers is for. I think it might just be through her work. But and then the other one is through my cousin's firehouse.
Nice. I have one for class fundraiser for school.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Football, right, Colby?
Yeah.
Ooh, sports ball.
We went, not to get off track again, but we went to trivia the other night, Steve.
Oh my god.
And we really wish there was a phone your friend. Because the way the trivia works is there's 3 10-question sections. The second round of 10 questions, we left completely blank. Completely blank. We didn't even have a remote guess. It was all hockey questions.
Was it? Oh, I would have crushed it.
We know. I thought about FaceTiming you. I legitimately almost called you.
Oh, I would have got them.
Yeah, we literally left blank. We couldn't even make anything up.
Not that we would have won otherwise, but still.
Just put Alex Ovechkin for all the answers, no matter what.
I don't know who that is.
No. Okay. Well,
we got one.
Can we go Wayne Gretzky at least?
I have no idea who that is.
I know who Wayne Gretzky is.
Bobby Orr.
I'm a little more educated. Oh, Bobby Orr was the guy who had the jersey. It was a hockey jersey at the 99, and it was a Bobby Orr.
Okay, there you go.
So we
thought
thought about writing it down.
Bobby Orr wears a hockey jersey. I'm like, yeah, so don't the rest of them.
Yeah, he's special like that.
Oh man, that would have been fun.
All right. So that's my first pick, Deadpool 3.
Nice.
Steve,
I obviously had that on my list, so I crossed it out. But
right.
I am still going to be getting my first overall pick, so I'm pretty happy with that. Mine's going to be Dune 2. I know neither of you guys have seen Dune, right? The first one?
I saw it.
Did you see it? Okay. I didn't think you saw it at one point. Did you see it recently?
No, I saw it in theaters.
Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe it was Andrew that didn't see it then.
No, I haven't seen it.
Gotcha. Because me and Kate went to see it, and she's not really into like those like sci-fi, like creatures, like different worlds and planet. Like she's not really into that stuff. And it's a really long movie, and like even she walked out of it and was like, wow, like that's the beginning of like an epic trilogy if like they stick the landing. So
yeah.
The fact that Dune got delayed last year, and I really like that's all I was waiting for last year. So I guess now I'm just waiting a few more months until it comes out. I definitely want to see that one in IMAX on a big screen, big sound. Like I think it'd be fun to do like we should plan like a Saturday to like go see it and like watch the first one during the day.
I'm so down for that. I need to rewatch the first one before I see the second one.
Exactly.
I need to see it.
It'd be cool to like get that in and then go see the second one like right away. So we'll have to plan that out.
I was gonna say something, but left my mind. So, I was just gonna say the two that I was between was Deadpool 3 and Dune Part 2.
I figured I'd be okay getting Dune at second, just because I knew I was almost positive at least you hadn't seen it. So I was like, maybe he won't pick it because he hasn't seen the first one.
Yeah,
so, worked out.
Cool. All right, Colby, what will be your first pick?
I think I know where it's going.
I'm gonna go with Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Makes sense. Is that confirmed this year?
That's why I didn't pick that one.
It said March 29th.
Let me check.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I was just going off the list I was reading.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because that Beyond. I'm checking it now.
I don't think they even started making it yet.
Oh, it says 2024 on IMDb. That one might be one that gets delayed, but we can account for that too. Well, how about if we go through these, we can each pick like 2 wild cards that we'll trade in if something gets delayed.
Yeah, that'll be my wild card. Yeah.
You want me to keep that on your list then, or do you want me to move it down to that? Okay.
I want to keep that.
But yeah, it says on IMDb, it says post-production expected 2024. So
it said like March, didn't it?
The list I was looking at said March. I don't even realize. Yeah, it's not coming out in March. There's no way.
No, we would have had a trailer by now if that was the case.
If it comes out, it's not until the fall or winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first one came out around like October or November.
Yeah, the first one feels like an eternity ago.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, that's a good pick for sure. I mean, I think the third one, or not the third one, the second one, like it should have probably got more Oscar buzz than it got.
Absolutely.
How good it was, but like I know the Academy and stuff, they don't care as much about like animated movies as much as
they don't like nice things.
Exactly. So that's a good pick. I didn't actually even write that one down.
I didn't either because I thought it was 2025.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be on this year's list, but like I said, everything I was looking at said 2024, so I figured I'd choose it.
Right.
Fair enough.
No, that's cool. All right. So now for round 2, we will have Steve will start. Colby, you will go second, and I will finish it off.
Well, I'm going to get my first 2 movies then. My pick is Furiosa from the Mad Max saga. So that's like the prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. Anya Taylor-Joy plays Furiosa as like a young Furiosa, basically. Did you guys see Fury Road?
No. I've never seen any of them.
So that's like the Tom Hardy one that came out like 7 or 8 years ago. Maybe I'm wrong in that regard, but and Charlize Theron played Furiosa, but she's like much older. So this is supposed to be a prequel where she's younger and how she becomes super badass. And George Miller, who directed Fury Road, is coming back to direct this one. And Fury Road was awesome, so I'm excited for another adventure in the desert, post-apocalyptic.
Awesome. Cool.
You guys should see Fury Road. You'd love that one.
So my question is I saw Chris Hemsworth was in it. I thought he was not acting anymore.
I also heard that.
He's like real weird looking in this one. Like you wouldn't even notice him if you were like not watching Marvel movies over the past 15 years. You probably wouldn't even know that it's Chris Hemsworth. He has like makeup on and he looks kind of crazy.
I saw it in the trailer and I didn't realize it was him at first. Yeah. But like I said, I thought he was no longer acting, unless obviously this could have been filmed prior to that.
I think they filmed this a while ago because I think it got held up with like the strikes and COVID and all that stuff. Because the first one took forever to film, I think, so this one probably took similar.
Yeah, I heard that he was like retired from acting, but I heard he was going to come back to reprise Thor if he was asked to.
Yeah, it makes
sense.
He
just likes playing that character.
He also did Extraction 2 on Netflix like 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a stunt. Who knows?
I mean, if the right how they do it, but
if the right director and the right role and the right amount of money rolls in, are you really retired from making movies?
Yeah,
that is true.
This is a good point.
Yeah, that'd be hard to be like, oh, you want me to do what for $20 million? Sign me up. Oh, we'll see.
All right,
but those are my 2 most anticipated movies for this year. I can't wait for both of those.
So of the 4 we've gone through, the only 2 that have been on my list are Deadpool and Dune.
I've had all of those movies on my list so far.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Colby, you're up next.
I'm gonna go with Avatar 3.
Is that this year too?
Mm-hmm.
So
allegedly.
Does it have a name or is it just Avatar 3?
Is it like fire?
No.
I'll just keep it as Avatar 3, but
yeah, it says December 18th, which would make sense. The movie's done. I don't see why they wouldn't just release it this
year. Yeah, he did like shoot them all at once, right?
Yeah, so they had, when Avatar 2 came out, he said 3 was done. 4 was 3 was in post-production. Mm-hmm. 4 was starting filming, and the script for 5 was done.
Okay.
And they've apparently done them all back to back. So yeah, I would assume 3's coming out December 18th, like it says.
Oh yeah, because I vaguely remember them saying that there was going to be a new movie every other Christmas for the next 6 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that tracks. Well, when we do this next year, that'll have killer ratings because it'll be the end of the year when like ratings are sky high because it's a brand new movie. It'll be good.
That's the plan.
I think we figured out his plan.
All right.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick.
Yes.
It's a good pick. It's a good course.
I'm going to take Despicable Me 4.
Going for it.
I had a feeling that would be on your list, Andrew.
I was worried that one of you was going to take it, to be honest.
I had it on my list, but it was kind of far down it, to be fair.
I definitely am placing that way too high, but I don't care. I will do anything for the Minions.
Makes sense. I respect that.
Yeah. No further comment.
I think at this point, like anything Minion or Despicable Me is like self-explanatory. Like,
yeah,
you either love it or you're like, whatever. I'm sick of those little yellow dudes.
I
And
don't meet many
I'm not
people
sick of
who are
them.
sick of
So.
them.
No, exactly. So just keep pumping them out. I'm surprised.
I saw a commercial
Yeah.
for the what's the duck movie that's out right now?
Migration.
Migration, where it was a minion on a duck floaty, and it was like attacking one of the ducks or something, and then the duck bit the floaty, and the minion shot off and hit a tree.
I think my favorite Minion story is when like Despicable Me 2 or the Minions movie was coming out, which I don't remember which one it was. They did an ad where the Minions sang Bobberan, which is
Yeah,
the Beach Boys song. And I didn't know that it was a Beach Boys song. I just thought it was something the Minions did. And then I saw the Beach Boys in concert, and they sang Bobberan, and I was freaking out because I made the connection in my head that the Beach Boys wrote the song and the Minions parodied it. But for a split second there, I was like, they're doing a Minion song.
they're singing the minion song.
Look at these guys singing the Minion song.
Wait a minute, that's not the right lyrics. It's Bob Moran. This is a banana song.
Oh man.
Yep. Only
It's a good
me.
pick.
Yes, it is. Thank you. All right, and that concludes round 2. Round 3, yeah, we're moving right along now. For people who enjoy shorter podcast episodes, this might be one for you. Round 3 is gonna go Colby, me, and then Steve. So Colby, you are up first.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Bob Marley movie.
That's a good choice. I had that written down.
I did too. Yeah.
I think I might try to go see it this week. I think it comes out Thursday.
It comes out Valentine's Day, I believe.
Is it Valentine's Day? Yeah, whenever it is. I'd like to go see it as soon as it comes out.
I'm gonna check that. Bob Marley, One Love.
It's just like a biopic, right? Biopic, whatever the hell the word is.
Yeah.
biopic,
you know me, I'm not big into like music, but like it looks like a really good movie.
Yeah, and it's about like how his music was more than just music.
Yeah, exactly. It's more than just like a movie about a singer. It's like him, how he tries to spread his message and everything like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it looks good.
Comes out next Wednesday, week from Wednesday for us.
Next week. Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. And I can imagine it's probably going to get pretty good reviews.
It's got Kingsley Benadir, who made an appearance in the Barbie movie as well as Secret Invasion.
Oh yeah, what is he known for though? What's his big?
Let's check.
Isn't he one of those shows or movies that I'll probably never see, but he's big in it. I can't think of it though.
It's called Secret Invasion.
It might be the worst show ever made. Probably.
High Fidelity. I don't know. These are just what for known for. It comes up there.
Who knows? Sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Seems like a good guy.
Yeah, I had that. Yes, he does. I was gonna say seems like a good movie. I also had that one on my list. Right. Oh, it's my turn. So my next pick is solely based off of what happened when we did this last time. I'm gonna pick Godzilla X Kong.
Okay.
I have never seen any of those monster movies.
Okay.
I want to see them all.
I am very excited for this movie. Not necessarily because it'll be great, but I just want to see monsters fighting.
Yeah, that's what's important.
And I know you picked this because of Steve's pick last week, but I just need you to know that this is a very different Godzilla movie than the Godzilla minus one.
See, I have no knowledge of that.
The discourse around this movie is that because I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were talking about Godzilla minus one, and they were like, "What do you think the execs of Godzilla vs. Kong are saying right now? Like, are they shitting their pants?" Because they're like, what movie did we just make? And that like simple Japanese movie is crushing it in theaters right now and got an Oscar nomination. And we're gonna make this giant monster movie that's like so crazy and over the top, like people are gonna be like, "What is going on? What is happening?" So, yeah,
yeah. So like, yeah, the Godzilla -1 movie was like almost more of like it's like a true Godzilla movie.
yeah,
These ones are like modern Hollywood Godzilla,
like Michael Bay Godzilla movies.
So neither one of you would have picked this.
Nope.
No.
I wrote it down as like a can't wait to see it because I love monsters fighting monsters.
It's on my list.
Like,
I want to watch this.
It's gonna absolutely tank in the box office.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Andrew. It'll probably make a shit ton of money, but it's not going to have good reviews by any stretch of the imagination.
We are not scoring this based off of profit, so.
Oh man,
we'll see.
That's so funny.
The Godzilla -1 was the #1 film on our list last week, or last time, and I'm just in shock at that still. So I'm gonna ride this one till I read those reviews.
You're not gonna be riding very long, but
no.
Have you seen the trailer for it? No. Well,
no.
So like, you want to know how Hollywood they went with this movie? King Kong has like a robot arm. Like, that's never been done in the history of King Kong. Like, he's just a giant monkey who's strong. In this movie, he has a metal arm.
The trailer right here. I will watch it later.
I'm sure it'll be cool. I'm sure I'll see this movie and I'll be like, that was a damn good time, but it was not a great movie. Like, it was fun when the monsters were fighting each other. But like when the people were talking or involved, it will not be good.
All right.
It'll be a fun ride, though.
Glad we had that discussion. All right. Steve, you want to take your third pick?
Yes. I'm going to take Ballerina, which is supposed to be the John Wick universe movie this year. That
I didn't even have that on the list.
Yeah, so it's I think Ana de Armas is gonna be like the lead. It's gonna like go into his like Russian family, that we've met briefly in some of the movies. Keanu Reeves will be in it because it's supposed to be like in the past in some way, shape, or form. So he will be in it, but just not like full John Wick. But I assume if it's anything to do with the John Wick universe and same people working on the film, like it's just going to be just as fun as any of the John Wick movies, even if Keanu Reeves is only in it briefly. So
it says Lance Reddick's supposed to be in it. I don't know if that's.
I think this is one of his last roles.
Okay.
I was going to say I don't know that that's possible.
Yeah, that's why I was a little surprised because sometimes IMDb doesn't get it right, but
it may also be like a flashback sequence that he's in from an older John Wick movie. Technically, he's in it, even if it's just a flashback.
I wonder if they get royalties for like reused scenes.
I don't know.
Just something to think about, I suppose.
Food for thought.
Yep.
But yeah, anything John Wick, I'm in. So.
Yeah, had I known that would be on the list, I probably would have tried to take it.
I didn't even know that
it on my list. I don't know if I would have put it up high or not, but I would have wanted to see it regardless.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
So that we are halfway through this round now. Just I don't know, halfway point right now. My top three are Deadpool 3, Despicable Me 4, Godzilla X Kong. Steve's are Dune 2, Furiosa, and Ballerina. And Colby's, yours is Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, Avatar 3, and Bob Marley One Love.
One Love, baby.
Yahoo!
Those are good picks.
Yeah, so far we're doing good here. I'm going to, for my next pick here. I'm going to mispronounce how I say this. Movie? Yeah, Joker Folie à Deux.
When
I was writing it, I kept trying to say it in my head, and I was definitely not saying it remotely correct.
I knew exactly what you're talking about when you're like, I don't know how to pronounce that, because I wrote it down and I was like, I haven't heard anyone say it out loud.
Yeah, we all had the same thought process with that.
I'm glad I was the one to take it.
Part 2.
Yeah, seriously. Google how to pronounce.
I think this movie could go one of two ways. I think it'll
agree.
blow people's socks off with whoa, they did a second one, but it's a musical and Lady Gaga's in it and it's great. Or it's just gonna be why did they do this? They should have just stuck
to have Oscar nominees, or it's going to be the most dog water movie I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no in between.
No, I doubt it. There's not going to be oh, it wasn't bad. It's either going to be wow, that was a giant waste of my time, or wow, that was a special piece of cinema.
I just searched Folie à Duke's pronunciation, but it says the definition of that is delusional or mental illness shared by two people in close association.
Oh, that makes sense. Harley Quinn and Joker.
I'm gonna see if I can hit the pronunciation.
I don't get it.
What?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, that was good. That was good. I got it.
Folie à dare. Or dare.
Folie à dare.
Yeah. Folie à dare. Cool.
You said it like Mark Wahlberg.
Oh. Thank you very much. Or JFK, as I've been often told I resemble.
Oh, man.
Steve, Colby and I have discussed at length about having an episode where we just try and talk like an actor for the whole time.
Like Mark Wahlberg?
Doesn't have to be Marky Mark, but you never know.
I can't imagine it would get long. We would go longer than 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
I mean, I'm up for the challenge.
Seconds. That's tough.
Yes, but so if we can just keep that at the back of our minds then.
Sure.
All right, so we're on to round 5. So it will be Steve. You are up next.
I am up next, round 5. I still have a shit ton of good movies that I want to pick, and I'm gonna pick. I think this movie was supposed to come out last year, but it's coming out this year now, which is kind of a running theme with these movies. But I'm gonna pick The Bike Riders. You guys seen a trailer for this?
I have no clue what that is.
I've never heard of this one.
It's about a motorcycle gang in the Midwest, in the 60s or 70s, I think. But the leader of the gang is Austin Butler. One of the other members is Tom Hardy. One of the other members is Norman Reedus, Michael Shannon. So it's kind of a stacked cast. But it just looks like one of those badass biker gang rolling through town movies that you'll have a good time watching. I was a big Sons of Anarchy fan, so I like these kinds of movies.
Do you have a release date for this one?
It says
already came out.
June 21st.
Okay, because IMDb has it already out.
Yeah, but on mine it just doesn't have.
I'm just big because it has a rating already, but I'll save that for later then.
Huh. Maybe I missed something.
That's all right.
We are all over the place with these lists today.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure it didn't come out yet.
Let's see. Bike Riders. Yeah, it's 2023.
Who knows?
I don't know. Google has it as 2023. But no, okay, but it also, that's contradictory. It says Bike Riders. It says 2023 at the top for the topic of it there, but when you look in the description, it says release date 2024. So we'll see. We'll keep it there, and then we'll come back to it if we have to.
Yeah, because at the bottom of IMDb, it says release date June 21st, 2024. So I wonder if it got a limited release and then getting a worldwide release. Who knows?
Yeah,
but I was pretty sure it got pushed, so that's why I put it.
Well, the only reason I clicked on that is because it won an award.
Huh. Must be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Hardy, Austin Butler.
Not a big award or anything, but just all right. Just wanted to clarify that.
Sounds good.
And Colby, you are up.
I'm going to go with Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
I was debating between those two.
Yeah, I don't know if Andrew or Steve, if you guys have seen the other ones.
I believe I've seen all of them.
I have not.
With
I think
Caesar.
there's 3. This is the 4th one, I think.
Yeah.
But as far as I've seen them all, and I've thought they were all really good. As far as I know, I feel like they've gotten pretty good reviews overall. So I can't imagine this one would be any different.
Yeah.
They're just pretty well made movies. Like imagine this movie, but not good. That's what Godzilla versus Kong is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll try to
know where
imagine
that
that.
was going. I had no idea where that was going, and then it just went there, and I was like, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh man, what if Godzilla versus Kong just absolutely crushes it in the box office?
That'll blow my fucking mind, man.
Gets awesome reviews. It's
There's
better
no
than
way.
any Godzilla movie we've ever seen.
Steve, me and you're going to be eating our words in a year. When we do this, and Andrew...
I'm not the person to say I told you so, but it's my call for it. Yeah.
What if it's better than -1?
I doubt that.
That'd be crazy.
But, guy can dream, right?
I'd be excited. I mean, I'm not like wishing for it to be bad by any stretch, but it's just not. I know exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be fun to watch, but like there's going to be some weird plot nobody cares about, and like they're going to stray away from the monsters too much.
Yeah, they always have to fit the human story in there. Nobody cares.
I don't care about people and civilization. Like I want to spend time with the monsters, and that's it. You don't even have to throw in words.
And a big monkey. I want to see them fight.
Yeah, like, come on. Let me see it.
I have no comment.
It's funny though, because I was listening to a podcast that does like a similar like what we're doing here, where they make lists for like predictions of next year, and they do last year and that kind of thing. And one of the guys, they did like a similar draft thing. Or just kind of like a ranking scale thing, and he had Top Gun Maverick as like his number 2 movie, and they like laughed him off the podcast. They were like, "There's no way that movie is gonna make any money. It's gonna be so stupid." Ooh. And like, obviously, it was
were they wrong?
That was like the biggest juggernaut movie of the year that year.
Yeah,
that everyone loved, and it made the most money ever.
Re-release.
Yeah. So you never know. You never know. I don't think this is Top Gun Maverick, but a guy can dream.
No. Okay. Moving on. Round 5 is going to go Steve, Colby, and myself. So, Steve, you want to give us your penultimate pick?
I'm going to go with Gladiator 2 as my second to last pick.
Cool.
Apparently this one's gonna star Denzel Washington.
I love
which
Denzel.
I don't know if it's gonna star. I guess he's the biggest actor in the movie, from what I remember reading. Paul Mescal is in it. He's kind of like a relatively new actor, but he's in a bunch of stuff that's doing well right now. Joseph Quinn is in it. He's Eddie from Stranger Things. Pedro Pascal, he's blowing up. He's in everything right now. But it's Ridley Scott's directing it, so he directed the original one. And for the longest part of my young adult life, the first Gladiator was like my favorite movie, or one of my like top 10 favorite movies of all time, and it still is pretty close up there. There's been some good stuff since, but
nice.
I'm looking forward to it. No Russell Crowe. He's just too old and probably too fat to be a gladiator at this point. And he died in the first one, spoiler alert, so that wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense.
That'll do it.
So we'll see what happens.
All right. Colby, you're up.
Wait, did any of you guys have that on your list or no?
No.
No, I didn't even know they were coming out with a new one.
I'm kind of surprised at how like different our lists have been. But there hasn't been a lot of overlap.
Yeah, I've had most. I don't think there's anything that we've said that I didn't at least have written down. But I said, I wrote down like everything that I saw coming out, and then like made a list based off of that.
Right.
So I at least wrote most of it down.
Okay, so I'm gonna list off a movie. I have no clue what it is. I have no idea what it's about. The only reason I picked it is because I saw one of the actors that was in it. The movie is called Challengers.
What's it called?
Challengers.
Oh, the Zendaya movie? That's a good pick.
Yeah, I saw that she was in it, and that's the only reason I picked it.
That's you picked a good reason.
A lot of people have been. I listen to a lot of like movie podcasts, so when I say like a lot of people have been talking about, that's kind of what I mean. A lot of people are excited for this movie because it got pushed from last year, and it's supposed to be like a
tennis,
it's like a tennis movie, but like she's in the middle of two guys that she was in a relationship with one of them and is in a relationship with one of them, or they're both fighting for a relationship.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Zendaya, you're gonna like this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Quick sidebar: I'm also an extra in that movie.
Oh,
you get to make out with Zendaya too?
Whoa!
As a matter of fact, no.
Did you ever see her or any of the bigger people?
I saw her. So my part was, all we knew about this movie at the time of filming it was that it was a Zendaya movie about tennis.
Okay.
And that's not a lot to go off of.
Not really.
But the role I had was like paparazzi.
Okay.
And so they had her, and I think Mike Feist is one of the guys who she's in a relationship with. He was in Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway. So they're like walking out of like a sporting area, not like a field, I don't know, underneath the bleachers. They're walking out towards the car to like be escorted out of the place.
Gotcha.
And we're the paparazzi that's just like surrounding the cars. So I got to see her. I don't think I'll be featured heavily in it at all. You probably will be the back of my head, if anything. The type of scene that I think might honestly get cut. But
yeah.
But I still did it nonetheless.
Can't argue with that.
Yep. All right. Also, it's my turn now.
It is your turn.
Let me take a gander at my list here. Okay. After some review, I'm going to go with Beetlejuice 2.
It'll probably do well enough.
I think it'll do well. That
was on my list.
Yeah, I don't know about how well it's gonna do, but if we had a category based off of profits, that would change the game a lot for a lot of these, I think. Given not our selections, but just what we've put down already. But I don't know. It's got Michael Keaton. Jenna Ortega is gonna be in it. I heard Johnny Depp's supposed to make a cameo.
That'd be cool.
Or play a part. He's gonna be in it. So yeah, that was my pick.
I haven't seen the first one in so long.
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
you never seen it?
I was introduced to the musical before I saw the movie.
Gotcha.
Which it's so weird, like when you're introduced to movies after they've been made into musicals and you've seen the musical first, like just how your perception of the movie is different.
Yeah.
But I'm still excited to see it nonetheless.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So far, your list is all of your movies are sequels.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone except one on my list is a sequel or like a continuation of that universe.
Yeah.
And then, Colby's is, you got 2 originals, right? Yeah, Bob Marley and Challengers. Wow. They need to make some more original movies. Or we're just missing all the original movies.
Right, because we don't know what they
there
are.
There were a lot of movies I just skipped over because I didn't recognize them.
That was my thing, too.
I watched... I said the name or an actor that I recognized, I kind of just scrolled by.
Yeah. I sat down and went through I Googled every movie coming out 2024, and then if it had anybody remotely familiar to me, I watched the trailer for it. So I watched an hour's worth of trailers just to be curious to see what I want to see this year. So it's kind of fun doing that.
Well, my last pick I have is going to be really original, unless one of you takes it first. So we'll wait and see.
Did you pick Transformers 1?
No. I knew you'd pick that one.
Oh, yeah, you know me so well.
All right, last round. Will be Colby, me, and then Steve.
Okay. All right. I'm torn between 2 of the ones that I want, but
Adam Webb and
no,
Ghostbusters.
No, definitely not.
Oh, I know what it is.
Do you?
Yep. I know exactly what it is.
Because I don't really even know what it is.
Definitely looking at his list while I'm like,
I'm gonna go with Arthur the King. All right, hear me out.
Arthur the King? Isn't that a documentary?
No, whoa. Hold on.
Isn't it on Netflix now?
No. Don't make fun of me. Hear me out. This is the Mark Wahlberg movie.
Oh, this is that dog
movie. Okay, but hear me out. People love dogs. People fucking love dogs.
But
and
they
it's based
hate
on
Mark
a true
Wahlberg.
story. They do. But this is a dog movie based off a true story. I feel like that outweighs the Marky Mark. All right.
You were flipping a coin here, my friend.
That's tough, man. I don't know.
I'm putting a lot of money on this stupid dog.
I didn't even write it down. I was like, that's not even worth pen to paper.
See, I didn't think so either. But again, it's based off a true story, and it's a dog. People love dogs.
Shang-Chi is in
This is my dog right here. And we're gonna do dog things for the rest of the movie until the movie's over, and then you're gonna like me because I like dogs.
Woof woof, haha, get it? I'm a puppy.
Me and my dog are gonna take a ride in a Transformer.
We go sit courtside for the Celtics. Me and him.
But that's my justification. Man. People like dogs, so maybe that'll be a good movie.
Never in my life would I have seen Colby picking a Mark Wahlberg.
Are you gonna see it?
I can't answer that, but I think people will.
if you had the choice, would you see it? But if you're brought to the movie, that's a different story.
I don't think so. I mean, what are my options? Just is it that or nothing, or that and something else?
No, you're told that you have to go see it.
Oh, I guess I'll go see it. Yeah, I guess. Just for the popcorn, anyways. Okay, fries.
For the popcorn and snacks, it might be worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha. Popcorn sounds pretty good right now.
I had a lot of popcorn last night. A lot. Okay, that's a weird pick.
Yes, very, very weird pick.
I know it was out there, man. I know.
And I made a claim that mine was weird, so I don't know if this is going to top it or not. So my final pick will be the Lego Pharrell Williams movie.
Oh,
God. Why are they even doing this?
I have no idea. And you made
fun of my movie, Steve.
Well, that's rough, man. I don't like Pharrell at all. He might be worse than Mark Wahlberg.
I was reading so under the announcement for that movie that Lego posted, half of the comments were like, "Who is Pharrell?" or "He hasn't been relevant in a decade."
He has no need to have a biopic.
I just don't understand why it's in Lego form. Like, he has no connection to it.
Here's my thing: this movie is going to tank because people are going to go see it thinking it's just a Lego movie, and parents are going to bring their kids to go see it and realize it is not at all just a Lego movie, and they're going to end up leaving.
I think I just figured it out, actually. They're gonna Barbie it. It's gonna be Lego, and then they're gonna go to the real world where Pharrell is gonna be in the movie for a little while, and then they'll go back to Lego to solve a problem, then that'll be your movie. They're gonna Barbie this
Lego movie?
Yeah, but like in Pharrell world. You know how like Barbie goes to like
Pharrell world.
Yeah, like Pharrell world. You know what I mean? Happy.
I don't want to be a part of Pharrell world, man. Keep me out of it.
It's called.
It just seems like the weirdest collaboration of all time.
It's so random. It's so out of left field.
That's why I like this. Like, I genuinely don't think this is gonna be good.
Put this down on the list of nobody asked for this.
But I also find it hard to believe that Lego would attach themselves to something that they would like.
That's
they must.
Why I'm kind of like.
No, they've been making some dodgy choices lately. I don't know, man.
But their Lego movies are pretty solid. Like they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
But this is not a Lego movie.
Yeah. It's just so weird.
It's a Pharrell Williams movie narrated through Lego.
I can't wait to see a trailer for it, to see.
Yeah, I can't wait to not see this movie.
That's going to be the deciding factor of if I really fucked up my list or not.
Also, I would like to point out, all right, Andrew's Godzilla is a worse pick than my Mark Wahlberg movie. For sure, that movie's going to get worse ratings.
Thanks.
It also came in third on Andrew's list, which is like a bronze medal, and a little high.
I definitely have movies that could have done much better now that I'm looking at it.
Sorry, Andrew. We just need you to know that movie's not going to be good.
I was the 2023 champion, and I will hold on to that. So
1 year at least.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm going to get
better, Andrew. You don't even have a Mark Wahlberg mention on your list. So I mean, you've already surpassed me in a way.
No, but I do have the Lego Pharrell Williams movie.
Yeah, you do. You do have that. It's a bold choice.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be great is when we do this at the end of this year, and we do like another draft, and nobody will have the worst choices, and the Lego Pharrell movie will show up on that.
No, for sure. It'll be on the worst.
And with that, let's move to Steve's final pick.
Okay.
You can get back to Treasure.
It's between two. I'm worried that one of them's like the one that I'm most excited to see, but another one's like a movie I think will do well. The way of the world right now, so
I mean,
I'm gonna go with that one.
What you feel?
What?
I said it's your last pick. Go with what you feel. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, nothing's coming after you.
All right, then I'm gonna go with the one that I'm most excited to see, which is Quiet Place Day One.
That was on my list as well.
It was also.
I really enjoyed both of the Quiet Place movies. The first one a little bit more than the second, just because you get Krasinski in the movie. And I think he's like really good in it. Emily Blunt is great too, but he's just makes it that much more of an enjoying time. That's not the right word, but joyful time, exciting. I know is he directing the third one? If I remember correctly, I think he directed the second one too.
Yeah, he wrote them both as well.
The second one had Cillian Murphy in it for a brief amount of time. Or more than you think, I guess. But I'm not a big, like, horror... I guess this is more monsters than, like, horror movie, like, jump scare horror movie. But this is my kind of movie. Like, monsters that aren't It's not like a jump scare, creepy, realistic little
Yeah.
girls in a hallway type of movie. It's more of like big scary monsters that don't really exist, but in this world for this 2 hours they do, and that's always fun. So, and I just think Emily Blunt's great in most things that she's in. So
I love Emily Blunt.
I know Andrew has seen part 1, but not part 2.
Yes.
And I've seen part 2, but not part 1.
We got to find someone who hasn't seen either. We've seen
or
both.
someone who's
We've
seen
got...
both. I have seen both, so.
Yeah.
How do you see 2 and not 1?
Cassie wanted to go see it, so I just went with
her. Did you like it?
Fair enough.
I think it was good. Yeah, I thought it was great.
Nice.
I just never got around to seeing the other one.
He's not directing it. He's
not directing
Michael Cernosky. I may not be saying that name right.
I think he wrote it. Like he has a big part.
He's tagged on as a writer, though. Yeah, he wrote he wrote and directed the first 2. I know.
Okay.
And I remember reading in an interview, that like when the first one was in production, he did like an interview with somebody, and they were asking him about what it was like casting his wife, and he goes, I offered it to Emily first because she'd be playing my wife in the movie, and she initially declined it. Yeah. And he goes, so I told her who another actress he was thinking of offering it to, and that made her change her mind.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's got Joseph Quinn in it too. The Eddie from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And
rumor has it
Luongo.
He's being rumored right now to be the Human Torch in the new Fantastic Four. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I've heard his name floating around for a little bit for that.
I still haven't watched Echo. Like I'm so down on Marvel. Like I can't even bring myself to watch things. It's tough.
I haven't either.
No, I haven't watched it, and truth be told, I don't know that I ever will.
I'm kind of honestly waiting for it to like show up in my TikTok feed, and that'll get me excited for it, and then maybe. But other than that,
there's gonna be one random day where I'm like home alone or like don't feel good, and I'm like, what can I watch for 5 hours because I don't feel like moving, and I'll probably watch that at some point. But yeah, I just haven't been motivated.
See, the problem is like not even like out of spite, I'm never gonna watch it. But like I'll tell myself, oh yeah, exactly. Someday I'll watch it, but I know I never will because that day will roll around and I'll just put on something else that I've already seen.
Yeah,
yeah, no, exactly.
Like I will never watch that show. And like, yeah, Marvel has they've lost my trust, and I don't like at this point. I don't care what reviews or people say. I just have not been a fan of like anything they've been releasing.
Yeah. Hopefully Deadpool 3 turns the ship.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh my God,
What'd you say?
What'd you say? You cut out there.
What if they kill Echo? What if that's the plot of the movie?
That'd be fun.
Well then there's no reason to watch the show.
Exactly.
Well, like, I know that Daredevil is in Echo, and I still don't care to watch it. And like, I like Daredevil, but
yeah,
it's tough, man. Tough times.
That's like Andrew said. That's probably one of those things that you could probably just like watch TikTok clips of Daredevil in Echo,
or like a 10-minute YouTube like person who just breaks it all down for you.
Right.
Yeah,
and not spend the time. What did I watch? I put on TV the other day, and I just put on like cable, and I was like, "What's on right now?" And Iron Man 2 was on. And I was like, oh, what scene is it at? Like, let me check. And it was like right when like Whiplash was attacking him on like the NASCAR, not NASCAR, the Formula 1 track. And I was like, this is when Marvel movies were at like its peak. And like this one isn't even that good. Like, but you get like the like cheesy Black Widow fight scene in the hallway and like, but Iron Man is just so badass. Like, Iron Man's death is ultimately the death of the Marvel Universe. Like, it really is so far.
Yeah.
It just hasn't been the same without Iron Man.
The problem is we've had nothing that's comparable to that.
No.
Nothing that has come even close to Iron Man. I mean, I guess Spider-Man is probably the closest thing we've gotten, which is all fine and dandy, but he's still not Iron Man.
Yeah, he's a kid, and he's
I mean, you
not.
got rid of Captain America. He was the other staple.
Yeah,
you kind of ruined Thor.
I think their biggest issue was, and yeah, Thor was good, obviously in Ragnarok and the two Avengers movies, but their biggest issue is they got rid of the two staples, because for a long time it was just Iron Man and Cap carrying the MCU.
yeah.
They should not have gotten rid of both of them at the
Right.
same time. They should have phased it out. If you were going to get rid of Iron Man, you should have kept Captain America around a little bit longer, or vice versa. I think getting rid of both of them at the same time in the same movie was just a blow to their universe. And then Thor was good and he could have kept going, but they just didn't. They fumbled it so fast.
I know you had Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher, and like you totally derailed that movie. I don't know how you did that. Like you had like one of the best actors in Hollywood playing a villain, and then it's just like, oh, what are we doing here? He's barely on screen. Like, oh man, yeah, that was tough.
All right, so we
all right, enough of that shit.
I was gonna say we have all of our films listed off here. I'll go through the lists, and then I think what we should do is we should make predictions now. What we think is gonna be the best and what's gonna be the worst. So my list reads off: Deadpool 3, Despicable Me 4, off to a strong start, I think. Godzilla x Kong, Joker.
Fully, you read the whole thing. Oh, there you go.
I was no. I don't think I said it right, but Beetlejuice 2 and Lego Pharrell Williams movie. I can't even say it without laughing. Steve's list is Dune 2, Furiosa, Ballerina, The Bike Riders, which may or may not have already come out, Gladiator 2, and A Quiet Place Day 1. I did check while we were looking, and there's a critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, but not an audience score, so
we're good to go.
We're good there, yeah. And then Colby has Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, Avatar 3, Bob Marley, One Love, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Challengers, and Arthur the King, starring Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, man. Can I throw out what's going to be the worst movie of the year real quick?
Yeah.
It's going to be Kraven the Hunter. There's no way that movie is going to be anything.
I was thinking the same thing. I was either going to pick that or Madam Web.
See, I don't think Madam Web's going to be as bad. It probably won't be great, but it won't be as bad as Kraven the Hunter. And, like, I actually really like Aaron Taylor Johnson, like, who's playing Kraven. He's pretty good in some of his movies, but it's going to be a Morbius movie, like, over again. And it's just going to be brutal. There's just no way.
Already had one of those. I don't know that we need another one.
Oh, it's just... another movie that nobody's asked for. Who greenlit this?
Someone at Sony who wants to make money.
And they're not making that much money, which is the best part. They keep making these
They're losing
shitty
money.
movies.
I'm just adding some stuff to the spreadsheet.
I got some honorable mentions if you want me to run through some more movies.
For good or bad?
Mostly good. I had Madam Web and Kraven the Hunter, and apparently we're getting a live action Mufasa movie. I don't think that's gonna be.
I saw that too.
Mufasa? What do you mean?
Yeah,
yep. No,
like a prequel to Lion King is a Mufasa live action movie.
You know what? Retroactive. Add that to the list that nobody asked for.
Nobody.
No, ain't nobody asked for that movie.
And then I had a bunch of I'm excited to see them for what they are, but I probably won't enjoy them a whole lot. That was Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I'll go see it because it's a Ghostbusters movie and it's Paul Rudd and it'll be fun and I'll probably never see it again. Inside Out 2 comes out this year, which I really enjoyed the first one, so I'm pretty excited to see the second one. Amelia will appreciate that one. I wrote down Transformers 1 as like something I'm looking forward to watching, but who knows what that's gonna actually entail. Animated show, I believe. Incredibles 3 is apparently slated for this year.
What?
So I don't know if that's true or not. It's what I read on the list for like late 2024. We'll see if that happens. And then there's a Lord of the Rings War of the Rohirrim, which is supposed to be an animated TV show coming out this year, I believe. And it's Lord of the Rings, so I'm excited for that. And then 2 movies I'm really excited for, but like I don't know how well they're gonna do. And this was between Quiet Place and Civil War, which is supposed to be a movie with Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons, I think. And it's about America going through a civil war. I just feel like in this time with an election coming up that this movie will go one way or another. I didn't really want to pick it because of that. And then
she's been gone for a while. I haven't heard it.
She was in what was that movie that was really good? She was really good in.
Andrew, I just watched Spider-Man last week. She was there.
What was it?
Spider-Man?
I just watched Spider-Man last week. She was still there.
Okay. She was in Power of the Dog, which is a good movie. Oh. And then, you guys familiar with Dev Patel?
No.
He's like he's a pretty well-known Indian actor, but he's making his directorial debut, and it's called Monkey Man, and he's like an Indian John Wick, and he wears a monkey mask while he does it, so that'll be a fun ride.
Right.
Oh, and Bad Boys 4.
Nice. I'll read off my other picks that I didn't select. That's why I also had Madam Web. This is just randomized. There's no really rhyme or reason to this. I had the Garfield movie. Raven the Hunter. I had Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
I had that written down on my questionable list because it wasn't like positive if it was coming out this year or not.
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda 4. I also had Inside Out 2. And If, which is a John Krasinski movie about like an imaginary friend, I think.
It's Ryan Reynolds too, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have many others left on my list there.
What about Fall Guys? Have you seen the trailer for Fall Guys? That like Ryan Gosling. Fall Guys on my list.
I haven't.
Entertaining.
No,
Sorry,
Colby,
did you? Everyone out there.
That's all right. I was just gonna say, Colby, did you have other films on your list that you wanted to just read off?
I think you guys mostly covered it. Let me see.
While he looks, I don't know, just how I've written it out here. We don't have to do this if we don't want to, but if Colby and I want to make predictions for the worst movie, then we could do predictions for the best movie as well. Not that would like factor into any of our scores, but
you guys you guys covered all the movies I had.
Cool beans.
We're thinking best movie personally, or like best box office makes the most money, or
I think whatever would have the highest score, which doesn't have to be on our lists, but it probably will be.
I mean, Dune 2 is my first pick and will probably do great, but also like Avatar 3, like Avatar makes all the money.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I guess I'd probably go Avatar 3, Dune 2 as my double pick. I feel like you got to pick your top movie and then something else, really. You pick it best for a reason.
Pick your number 1 and someone else's number 2. Okay.
Because Avatar will make all the money.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Avatar 3. And then, maybe the Mark Wahlberg movie. No.
You already said it. I'm just kidding.
Avatar 3.
I'm gonna go Bob Marley. I feel like that movie's gonna get pretty good reviews.
Nice. That's
Worst?
good. No, I
Um. Go
go ahead, say it.
No.
Lego Pharrell Williams movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the Pharrell Williams movie.
I didn't know if you were gonna say that or Godzilla.
No, because Godzilla will just be like a middle of the road movie.
Yeah.
People will go see Godzilla because it's Godzilla.
Exactly.
Nobody's going to see Pharrell Williams movie because it's Pharrell Williams.
The Lego people will, but that's probably it.
I think the Lego Pharrell Williams movie will be the one that, if it's really good, you guys will be like biting your tongues.
Possible.
But
Possible.
that's under the assumption that it's gonna be good. So
Can't assume, right?
yeah. For best film, I think I might. If Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out this year, I think that one has a shot of being really good.
Yeah, I mean, it wraps up the whole thing.
Yeah. I'll go with that. Sorry, that Beyond. And I'm gonna take a look. Yeah, I'm gonna put for the worst. I think I'll take Craven the Hunter as well. Right.
I mean, there'll be some dog shit that comes out that we don't even know about, but
Right, yeah.
And that's why it's the dog shit.
there's also a movie coming out called Red One, which we don't know a lot about, but that's a Dwayne the Rock Johnson Chris Evans joint that's supposed to come out this year.
Ooh.
So I don't know what that's about, but
Say no more. That's my movie of the year.
You don't watch wrestling, right, Colby?
No.
So I grew up like watching wrestling, and like The Rock was the big wrestler of like my childhood. And he made a comeback on Thursday night. Like he showed up on wrestling. I don't watch wrestling anymore, but like you see it in like TikToks and YouTube videos and stuff. But he apparently showed up at SmackDown on Thursday, and the big wrestler right now in wrestling is Roman Reigns, and he challenged him to a fight at WrestleMania this year. So like The Rock is gonna like suit up again and fight at WrestleMania this year, which is kind of nuts.
I'll say.
Childhood Steven would be like jumping up and down excited, but I was just like, oh, that's cool. But like the pop that the when he came out, because obviously no one knew that he was gonna like come out, and his music started to play, like the arena like lost its shit. It was unreal. Like watch the videos of people at the arena. So just want to throw it in there. I know The Rock more as a wrestler than like a movie star. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's my anecdote.
Okay. Right. Well, is that all for today?
Hey, everybody. So it was at this moment that our actual podcast has ended. Thanks for listening if you've actually made it this far. We left the remaining section of this in. It is just us having some miscellaneous banter and discussion about random things. If you like random things, this following section might be for you, but I promise you it's nothing that important. So if you want to tune out now, go for it. I think so. Do we have any ideas of what our next episode will be?
Not right now.
These list ones tend to be really fun, but like you can't just do list ones all the time. But I don't have a great idea for
We'll have
next.
to think on something.
Well, it'd probably be 2 weeks to be fair, because the Super Bowl is next Sunday.
Next week. Yeah.
And I do like to watch the commercials and the actual game. So
I'll be watching for it.
Absolutely not. We have to do this.
Well, hold on now. Not only will
your horses.
Yes, get the stables cleared. Not only will the Deadpool 3 trailer be dropping during the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl is going to open with SpongeBob SquarePants.
Heard this rumor.
And there's no way in hell that I would miss that.
You're going to record it?
I will probably record it.
You're going to have to wear your SpongeBob Hawaiian shirt.
I'll just dress up as SpongeBob.
I
have
on your band gear.
Yeah.
Reenact it.
My eager face. When they did that a couple years ago, they had, I think it was 2020, 2021 maybe, that they said they were going to feature SpongeBob at the halftime, and they did like a 10-second clip of it. I was pissed off. I was so angry.
You think we'll get the full thing this time?
If we don't, they're doing a disservice.
Oh man, I have a few Lego related questions before we go.
Okay.
Ornithopter came out, right? From Dune.
Yeah.
Is it flying off the shelves? I like that
one. We choose not to answer questions in the form of a joke.
Apparently it's like mostly Technic, which I kind of expected, but like kind of didn't at the same time.
It is a lot of Technic. It seems to be pretty popular, but I don't know if it's the popularity that'll last. It could just be a lingering popularity that the Dune fans will buy it. But I don't know that there's that many Dune fans.
Yeah. It'll probably peak again when the movie comes out too.
Yeah, for sure.
Avatar.
Yeah, exactly. And then, what did you think about the 3 midi-scale Star Wars ships that got revealed?
Oh, I love them.
They should just do every Star Wars ship in that size.
I think it's great because they're cheap, they're collectible still, and they look great on display. And it's not $600.
And they come with stands that are built in.
And they don't take up 400 cubic inches of just space.
Real estate.
Yeah.
I do have to say that, like, I don't really know much about the Invisible Hand, and I don't know if I'll get that one. And it's the cheapest one. Like, there's not a whole lot to it for me on that one. But it is what it is.
Yeah, they're cool. I think they should just continue with that.
Yeah. The Super Star Destroyer was like, came out of nowhere last year and was super awesome. Yeah. Well, now it's nice, like, when people come in and they're like, I just need a Millennium Falcon. It's not like $150 or $800 to get one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it makes
we
sense.
have this cheaper one. Oh, Star Wars looks like they're kind of crushing it this year so far. That hallway scene looks really cool.
They're all like anniversary sets, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I've been seeing the leak stuff those are pre-order now, but they look pretty cool. I'm excited for those. That was all I had. Radio silence.
Well,
I'm gonna go watch Blade Runner now with my
yes, of course,
with my dog and my Mark Wahlberg teacup full of tea, and grab me some McDonald's, and I'll be all set.
I could go for McDonald's right now.
I've been off McDonald's. I have
not had McDonald's in quite some time.
It's been a couple weeks for me.
Well, wow, it refused to eat it if they're not going to sponsor us. So
that's true. Too. I also have gastritis, so I gotta watch what I eat.
I just go to Wendy's now. The redheaded stepchild of McDonald's.
I've been getting a lot of Wendy's too.
That's
If
what
there
it
was
is.
one
It's cheaper.
closer, I'd go
You
there.
get like the $5, $6 bag or whatever. McDonald's is like $15 to eat now.
It's
Yeah,
just better
seriously. I
food too.
never thought I'd see the day where, I mean, Wendy's has better deals, always have, always will. But like that, McDonald's was more money than so much other
Dude, a
stuff. Like,
freaking 10-piece nugget at McDonald's is like $9.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like $1 McNugget now. Insane.
exactly.
You used to be able to get a 20-piece for $5.
And you're not getting good food.
No. That's why I want it so cheap. If it was good food, I understand paying those prices. But it's not good.
Yeah, but it's not.
So, make it cheap.
At Burger King, not saying Burger King's good, but you can go to Burger King and get like an 8-piece chicken nugget for like $1.50.
Yeah. Like
Exactly.
That's how much a crappy chicken nugget should cost.
Right.
Although you can get mozzarella sticks at Burger King. I don't know if you guys know this. That's pretty awesome.
Didn't know that.
I've seen.
I don't go there enough.
I love a good mozzarella stick, and mozzarella sticks at like a Chili's or wherever is always like $9, and I'm like, this is just a stick of cheese fried. Like, it's not worth $9. But if I can get 8 of them for like $2.29 at Burger King, I'm all in. I'm all in.
Nice.
I think that's what I got. I think I'm done. I think we've done it.
All right.
We've done it.
So just like Everything Everywhere All at Once, this episode has had almost 4 endings. So
At least it's not hot.
this is true. This is true.
All
Hopefully you're not listening to this episode while you're sunbathing.
I mean,
Otherwise, that comment won't pertain to you.
honestly, after we finish the list here, I'm surprised anybody's still listening.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised that people start it. So
Yeah,
Never
that's a
mind
good
it.
point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
For what it's worth, I have a friend who is majoring in music in college, and she has offered to like help come up with like a little theme entrance.
Nice.
That would be cool.
So if
That
you're
would be cool.
listening this far along, you got to tease that might be coming at some point in the future.
I do have to throw it out there as one of the honorary co-managers of this that we do not pay royalties and we can't afford to fund you. But
Yes,
we will take
yeah,
your stuff for free.
I
But
said
if
the
we-
same thing.
If we ever make money, we'll cut you in.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
That is what I said
whoa, 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 whoa,
in
whoa.
a joking sense. I wasn't gonna say anything official though, consulting with the 2 other co-managers.
So our last
Um,
episode, we got 7 listens.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I was one of them. Oh, how's the poll doing?
The poll.
Steve, did you not put out that poll?
I did put up the poll. I only saw one. It was only you who replied to it, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
but no. No, I saw there was a second vote.
Pulling
It's
it
crazy.
back up again.
Hold on, I'm
It's still
looking now.
50-50. Yeah, all right. So the poll Steve put up was, who do you think had the list that would make you that you would want to watch in one
Who voted?
sitting?
Andrew and Colby.
Yeah, he voted while
Maybe.
we were at trivia. It's got 3 hours left. Steve, you got to vote for yourself. Or will it
I
not
don't
let
think
you
it.
because you... Oh,
It won't let me. I don't think.
that's-
Yeah,
that's
it won't let me click on anything. So
because you made the poll.
yeah, I made it.
Oh, Q&A. What did you think of it? Did you have this Q&A too?
That one is like a automatic one that gets added to all the episodes. But then you can
Okay.
like make up your own, basically.
Yeah. I'm replying to it now.
But yeah, I guess every listen, so to count as a listen, it has to be played for 60 seconds or more.
Oh, sweet.
Wait, so
So-
what you're telling me is that somebody might have started it and turned it off.
It's
That's-
very possible, but they listened till at least 60 seconds, which means they didn't hate us instantly.
That's good. That's good,
That's good.
considering the first 6 seconds is silence. So
Yep. And then the first 35 is just introduction. So
I
But,
do.
I
mean,
I do
every
like your.
every episode has gone up in plays. So
I just want to throw it out there real quick. I know Andrew has mentioned that he might start a Facebook page for us.
Yes.
Are you starting an Instagram or Twitter or anything too? Maybe?
Yeah, I will. I went to make the Facebook page and I accidentally made a profile and not a page, so I have to figure out how to delete that, and then I will make the page.
Oh.
So if you want us, I can send you guys friend requests. It's still active.
Yeah, just let us know when that page comes up.
All right. I certainly will.
What I'll do going forward is once that stuff's created, I'll start putting links in the YouTube page.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That sounds good.
All right.
I love how all this is just on air at the end of this episode.
Yep. Inside scoop into what we do in our normal lives.
I'll you know what I'll do? I'll cut this into a second episode.
Oh yeah.
This will be our behind exclusive episode.
Yeah, for our free also if you want to listen to this for some reason page.
For our 7 listeners and whoever makes our jingle.
Yeah. For free.
Jingle presented by. Oh man. All right, I gotta go watch Blade Runner.
I gotta go write some lesson plans.
I've gotta go do nothing.
Yay, me too. Yay. We work meaningless jobs that don't require anything ahead of time.
Yeah, I don't have to do homework. Jeez.
Speak for yourselves. I'm a teacher.
All right.
Alrighty.
Talk to you guys all later.
See you guys next time.
Bye.